Hi, Pumas. Good to see you. My name is Mr. Dale. I'm assistant principal at Cristo Rey. I just wanted to touch base with you so I could introduce myself to you and share a few things about our school, some of which you know, some maybe not. We're different than a lot of other schools. You may not know this, but we're the only Jesuit high school in the Twin Cities, and our work program is quite unique as well. When things are normal, and you know what I mean when I say that, when we get back to normal, and are in the classroom. Our day is longer than most other schools. Uh, Classes start at 8 a.m. and they finish usually at 4. It depends if you have period 9 or not. Sometimes you might get out earlier than that, maybe 3:15 or so. Some of our rules are a little bit different than you might have at other schools. Remember, we are a private religious school. We're not a public school. And we also have um, a uniform and dress code. And the reason we do that is because, as you know, uh, at Cristo Rey, we have corporate work study jobs as well. And so we always want to look professional. We think if you pay attention to the little things and the details, you dress the part and look the part, oftentimes you'll perform better as well. I mentioned the work experiences that you'll have. We have religion class. Nobody forces you to be any religion you don't want to be. And there's people of many different religions, students and teachers, and some that aren't religious at all. But there is a religion class where we study many different faiths around the world. And we're standards based. You probably heard about that already, but you won't see ABCD grading and, well, you made 60% good enough. We want you to learn all these things so that you're prepared to succeed in college. Since we opened in 2007, I was one of the people that was there when that happened. Uh, and we've shared this with everybody, all of our students since then. And since 2007, every single student that's graduated from Cristo Rey has gotten into college. And this is one of the reasons why. Everything that happens at the school has to be safe, healthy, and educational. If it's not one of those three things, it doesn't belong in the school. And I just put up some of the things that sometimes can really get in the way of your education or those of your friends, family members. This stuff just doesn't work. The violence, the bullying, the hurtful language, those kind of things, um, they get in the way of your dreams, your family's dreams, and many other students. And we can't have it. Now, we're not a magic school. These things sometimes do occur. What happens in those cases is we have conversations with you. Depending on what happened, there could be some retraining conversations, or maybe we bring your parents into the conversation. Sometimes there's mediations, and we have had to say goodbye to a few students as well. That's not our goal. We want you to succeed. It's hard to be a successful student in the city sometimes, and we will be here to support you. And we don't want this stuff around, and neither do you, and neither do your parents and guardians. That's why we exist, and that's why you're probably coming to us. One of the many reasons. How do we help you? We have a lot of different support structures in place to help you out. There's a few of the teachers I just put on the screen that could be yours next year. There's a few others as well. Um, we have what we call a structured study. That's a class that you have every day where you have an opportunity to work on your homework and get extra support from various teachers. Lunchtime learning during lunch, oftentimes in the library, teachers or tutors will meet with you to give you some extra support if you need it. I mentioned tutors. There's a lot of people who volunteer at our school who love to work with you on your math or your English or whatever it might be to help you improve. The corporate work study team we have is fantastic, and they will support you not only with your job and what you're doing outside the school, but back at Cristo Rey as well. We've got you've already met your dean, Miss Yeomans. There's a couple other deans as well for the other grades. Myself as an administrator, you'll meet other people in other videos. I think you saw Mr. Myers, the president, Miss Healy, the principal, a lot of different people, and I don't want to forget the counselors. We have the best counseling team, I think, in any school anywhere. There's 3 different people. Our students meet with the counselors all the time. Many of the students do. whether it's for just a time to relax and share some things, and maybe some things that are stressing or things that are more serious. Whatever the case, they're there for you. I talked earlier about when the class day ends. That can change a little bit, and this can sometimes be a little bit confusing. We have 8 periods in a day, and then many of the students, I would say most of the students, have one more period at the end of the day called ninth period. That's when a teacher will tell you at the beginning of the week, hey, I want to see you during my ninth period. You need a little extra work in math, or you need to make up or retake a test in English, or whatever the class might be. You are not always signed up for ninth period. And if you're not, then when eighth period's over, you can go home if you wish, or if you get picked up. Buses don't leave till usually 4:10 or 4:20 anyway. But that is a class that many students are in every day, and that ends at 4 p.m. Oops, wrong way. Your coaches will help you out. We've got, soccer and volleyball, basketball, track, a number of other activities, robotics, and others as well. And all those people are here at the school to support you as well. And by the way, one of the things I didn't mention way back when I was talking about corporate work study, the people you get to know at your jobs, they're fantastic supports as well. Um, Campus ministry, we have a campus minister. Her name is Miss Siebels, and her office is on the third floor, and she's fantastic. She will get to know you personally. She conducts many retreats. She's there kind of in a counseling capacity often as well, and does many, many things to support you. Of course, your own families are there, and we like to say you're joining our family as well. We can say at our school that we do really love you, and we want to see you succeed. That's why you're coming here, and that's why we exist as a school. And of course, um, each other. Um, as much as any of the other things on here, you guys really need to support each other to be successful. As I said earlier, it's not easy. It's a lot of hard work. High school is not just show up and 4 years later you get to go to college. It takes a lot of hard work, and you can do it. Many students before you have done it successfully, and they're now in careers of their choice, something they really want to do for a living rather than something they feel they have to do. You'll be hearing from me again in, I don't know, a couple of weeks or so. I have more things to talk about regarding some of the details about dress code and things like that. So you got that to look forward to. In the meantime, I hope you stay safe, and work hard on your remaining academics for eighth grade, and take care of yourself. God bless.